What if the reason your blood sugar is always a little too high, despite eating right and staying active, isn't sugar at all? What if it's actually a missing mineral that your body depends on every single day? But most people overlook in the United States alone. More than 37 million adults have diabetes, and nearly 1 in 5 of them don't even know it. But here's the twist: long before diabetes develops, the body starts showing quiet signs that something isn't working right. You feel more tired than usual. Your sugar cravings are harder to control. And sometimes, your blood tests inch higher, even when you haven't changed your diet. Dr. Carolyn Dean, a medical doctor and nutrition expert with over 30 years of experience, believes that many of these warning signs trace back to one overlooked nutrient: magnesium. According to Dr. Dean, magnesium is essential for over 700 enzymatic reactions in the body, including how we manage insulin and blood sugar. But nearly half of all Americans aren't getting enough. Magnesium helps insulin escort sugar from your blood into your cells, where it can be used for energy. Without enough magnesium, your body becomes less sensitive to insulin, which means more sugar stays in your bloodstream, and over time, that can lead to type 2 diabetes. The good news: you don't need fancy supplements or new prescriptions to fix it. You just need to nourish your body with the right foods. In this video, we'll explore 3 magnesium-rich foods that Dr. Dean recommends for naturally lowering blood sugar. They're simple, affordable, and easy to add to your daily routine. But before we reveal the first one, let's take a closer look at why magnesium plays such a powerful role in your blood sugar health. Why magnesium matters for blood sugar. Magnesium is often called the master mineral, and for good reason. It's involved in more than 300 essential processes in your body. But one of its most powerful roles is in managing blood sugar and supporting insulin function. So how does it work? When you eat carbohydrates, your blood sugar naturally rises. In response, your pancreas releases insulin, a hormone that helps transport that sugar out of your bloodstream and into your cells to be used for energy. But here's the part most people miss. This entire process depends on magnesium. Without enough magnesium, insulin can't work properly. Magnesium helps open the channels in your cells that allow sugar to enter. It also helps regulate how much insulin your body produces and how sensitive your cells are to it. When your magnesium levels are too low, your cells become insulin resistant, meaning they stop responding to insulin the way they should. As a result, sugar stays trapped in your bloodstream, leading to higher blood sugar levels, and eventually, type 2 diabetes. And the numbers are eye-opening. According to recent research, about 48% of Americans consume less magnesium than the recommended daily amount. That number climbs even higher for older adults, who are more likely to take medications that deplete magnesium or have conditions that make it harder to absorb. Low magnesium isn't just a theoretical risk. It's something many people live with every day without realizing it. The symptoms are subtle muscle cramps, fatigue, trouble sleeping, and strong sugar cravings that just won't go away. These are often brushed off as normal parts of aging or stress. But in reality, they may be signs that your body is struggling with low magnesium. The link between magnesium and blood sugar isn't new, but it's not talked about nearly enough. That's why experts like Dr. Carolyn Dean are sounding the alarm before you blame carbs, before you change your entire diet. Check your magnesium. Because sometimes, restoring balance starts with something as simple as a seed, a leaf, or a nut. Next, let's talk about why adults, especially seniors, are at higher risk for magnesium deficiency, and how that silently sets the stage for long-term blood sugar issues. The danger of magnesium deficiency in adults and seniors. For many adults, especially those over the age of 50, managing blood sugar becomes an increasingly difficult challenge. But while most people blame age, stress, or even genetics, there's a deeper issue quietly unfolding inside the body, a slow and steady decline in magnesium. As we age, our ability to absorb magnesium from food naturally decreases. At the same time, many older adults are prescribed medications such as diuretics, proton pump inhibitors, or certain antibiotics that further deplete magnesium stores. Add to that a diet low in whole foods and high in processed ingredients, and you have the perfect recipe for deficiency. Dr. Carolyn Dean warns that this silent magnesium loss can go unnoticed for years. There are no flashing alarms, no dramatic symptoms. Instead, it shows up as muscle weakness, irregular heartbeat, irritability, or a slow but steady rise in blood sugar levels. What makes this even more concerning is how magnesium interacts with insulin. In people with low magnesium levels, the pancreas has to work harder to produce insulin, and the cells become less responsive to it. Over time, this increases insulin resistance, one of the key drivers of type 2 diabetes. Let's consider a common scenario. Imagine a 65-year-old man named Paul. He eats a fairly balanced diet, walks every day, and avoids sweets. But over the past few years, his blood sugar has crept up. His doctor prescribes metformin, thinking it's just age catching up. What no one checks, however, is Paul's magnesium level. Unknowingly, his years of taking blood pressure medication have quietly drained his magnesium, and now his body can't process sugar efficiently. No matter how healthy his habits seem on the surface, Paul's story is more common than most realize. In fact, studies have shown that people with the lowest magnesium intake have a significantly higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes over time. This is why understanding magnesium deficiency is so critical, especially for seniors. It's not just about avoiding diabetes, but about maintaining energy, heart health, and muscle strength as we age. Next, let's dive into the first magnesium-rich food Dr. Dean recommends a tiny seed that packs a powerful punch for your blood sugar. 1. Pumpkin seeds. If you're looking for a simple, affordable, and tasty way to boost your magnesium intake, look no further than pumpkin seeds. These tiny green seeds, also known as pepitas, are one of the richest natural sources of magnesium you can eat. Just 1 ounce of pumpkin seeds delivers nearly 40% of your daily magnesium needs. But that's not all. They also contain healthy fats, plant-based protein, and a generous dose of antioxidants, all of which help support balanced blood sugar and long-term health. So, how exactly do pumpkin seeds help with blood sugar? First, their high magnesium content directly supports insulin sensitivity. As we've discussed, magnesium is essential for helping your cells respond properly to insulin. The more sensitive your cells are, the easier it is for your body to keep blood sugar in a healthy range. Second, pumpkin seeds are high in fiber and healthy fats, 2 nutrients that help slow the absorption of sugar into your bloodstream. When you eat a meal or snack that includes pumpkin seeds, it can reduce sudden sugar spikes and help you feel fuller for longer. That means fewer cravings, less snacking, and more stable energy throughout the day. But here's something most people don't realize: you don't need a huge serving to get the benefits. Just a small handful of pumpkin seeds, about 1 to 2 tablespoons, is enough to make a difference. and they're incredibly easy to add to your daily routine. You can sprinkle them over oatmeal or yogurt, blend them into a smoothie, toss them on a salad, or simply eat them by the handful as a midday snack. Roasted or raw, salted or unsalted, any form works, as long as they're not coated in sugar or unhealthy oils. Dr. Carolyn Dean often emphasizes that magnesium from food is more easily absorbed than from supplements. That means a few bites of the right food can sometimes work better than a pill. So the next time you feel that mid-afternoon slump or a sugar craving creeping in, try reaching for a handful of pumpkin seeds. It's a small habit that can create big results over time. Coming up next, a leafy green that's not only rich in magnesium, but also loaded with fiber and antioxidants, perfect for stabilizing blood sugar naturally. Number 2, spinach. It's green, it's leafy, and it might already be sitting in your fridge. But few people realize just how powerful spinach can be for controlling blood sugar. Spinach is one of nature's richest sources of magnesium, with just a half cup of cooked spinach providing around 78 milligrams of this vital mineral. That's more than 20% of your daily needs in just a small serving. But the real magic of spinach goes beyond magnesium. It's also packed with fiber, which helps slow digestion and reduces the impact of carbohydrates on your blood sugar. Plus, it's full of antioxidants like lutein and beta-carotene, which support overall cellular health and reduce inflammation, a known contributor to insulin resistance. What makes spinach so effective is how effortlessly it fits into almost any diet. You can eat it raw in salads, saute it with garlic as a side dish, or blend it into a smoothie without even tasting it. It's a low-calorie, high-impact food that delivers maximum nutrients with minimal effort. Here's the part most people miss. Magnesium from leafy greens like spinach is bioavailable, which means your body can absorb and use it efficiently. And because it's coming from a whole food source, it brings along other synergistic nutrients like potassium and vitamin C that also support heart health and stable blood sugar. Dr. Carolyn Dean often points out that a magnesium-rich diet doesn't need to be expensive or exotic. Sometimes, it starts with a simple habit like adding a cup of cooked spinach to your lunch or dinner. And if you're someone who struggles with digestion or bloating, cooked spinach is easier on the stomach than raw, while still offering the same benefits. Many people find that when they start eating more magnesium-rich vegetables like spinach, they not only notice improvements in blood sugar, but also feel more energized and less anxious. 2 signs that their nervous system is getting the minerals it needs to function smoothly. Up next, we'll explore a crunchy, satisfying snack that's rich in magnesium, protein, and healthy fats, and might be one of the best things you can eat for long-term blood sugar stability. 3. Almonds. When it comes to healthy snacking, almonds are hard to beat. Crunchy, satisfying, and packed with nutrients. They're more than just a convenient treat. They're a powerful ally in the fight to keep your blood sugar stable. Almonds are an excellent source of magnesium, offering about 80 milligrams per 1 ounce serving, roughly 20% of your daily requirement. But that's just the beginning. They're also rich in healthy monounsaturated fats, protein, and fiber, all of which play key roles in regulating how your body processes sugar. Here's how almonds support blood sugar balance. First, the magnesium in almonds helps improve insulin sensitivity, allowing your cells to more effectively absorb glucose from your bloodstream. This reduces the likelihood of blood sugar spikes after meals. Second, their combination of fat, fiber, and protein slows the absorption of carbohydrates. This means that when you eat almonds with or after a meal, they help cushion the rise in blood sugar that might otherwise occur. This is especially beneficial for people with prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. Almonds are also known for increasing satiety, the feeling of fullness, which can reduce overall food intake and prevent those mid-afternoon or late-night cravings that often lead to sugary snacks. Just a small handful can help you feel satisfied for hours, without causing your blood sugar to crash later. Dr. Carolyn Dean often recommends foods like almonds, not just for their magnesium, but for their blood sugar buffering effect. She notes that small changes like choosing a handful of almonds over a sugary granola bar can make a big difference over time. Incorporating almonds into your day is easy. You can snack on them plain, mix them into oatmeal, toss them into a salad, or enjoy them as almond butter on apple slices. Just be mindful of portion size. A small handful, about 23 almonds, is plenty, and raw or dry roasted versions are best. And unlike many packaged snacks, almonds are naturally free of added sugars or refined carbs, making them an ideal choice for anyone trying to manage their blood sugar through smarter nutrition. Now that we've covered all three foods, let's wrap up with a final look at how magnesium can be the missing key to your blood sugar success. So, what have we learned? Magnesium isn't just another nutrient, it's a vital player in how your body controls blood sugar. From helping insulin do its job, to reducing inflammation, to stabilizing energy levels throughout the day, magnesium touches nearly every part of your metabolic health. And the good news, you don't need to overhaul your entire lifestyle to get more of it. Just 3 simple foods: pumpkin seeds, spinach, and almonds can make a meaningful difference. They're affordable, accessible, and easy to add to the meals you're already eating. Dr. Carolyn Dean has spent decades helping people understand that small, consistent changes are often the most powerful. By adding more magnesium-rich foods to your diet, you're not just lowering your blood sugar, you're supporting your heart, calming your nerves, and giving your body the minerals it's quietly craving. So, take a moment to think. Could your sugar struggles be your body's way of asking for more magnesium? Try incorporating these 3 foods this week. Pay attention to how you feel. And if you're managing diabetes or pre-diabetes, talk to your healthcare provider about checking your magnesium levels. And if this helped you, share it with someone you care about, because a small seed of knowledge could change a life.